Well, Paul, the Winnipeg Jets and Edmonton Oilers are forever locked in comparison. They came in from the WHA at the same time. All those great stories about the Jets passing on the opportunity to have Wayne Gretzky. And of course, getting out of the Smythe division back in those days was very hard. The Jets had a couple of teams that they thought were Stanley Cup contenders, and then Gretzky and his friends would put an end to that talk. Well, they come in tonight and they're in different directions. Winnipeg Jets are all of a sudden a surprising team in the National Hockey League in a playoff position. The Edmonton Oilers, I think, what have they lost? 10 in a row at this point. And the talk in Edmonton is what's next? And really, there's no good answer as to what they do next. I think General Manager Craig McTavish is hamstrung. If he wants to make a trade right now, it's a trade from weakness and would only get someone else's problems in return. Kevin Cheveldayoff has preached patience, and people in Winnipeg have at times sort of brayed against that. Well, we're seeing the difference here now of a team that rushes their players in. Leon Draisaitl looks lost out there on a nightly basis. That's not a reflection on the kid's talent. He's going to be a great player. He's just not ready for the National Hockey League. Is this a bit of a, for Kevin Cheveldayoff, is this meeting, does this give a bit of an affirmation of the work he's done?
Yeah, a few things there. First of all, I don't think anybody in this arena or in this city is going to be crying too many tears for the Edmonton Oilers and their problems. I'll tell you what, you grew up in Peterborough, I grew up in this city. I watched that Edmonton Oilers team break Winnipeg's heart I don't know how many times over the years. Those are some great Jets teams. Some of those teams, had they gotten out of the Smythe division, they might have gone all the way and we might have a Stanley Cup banner here. So I'll tell you what, don't feel too bad.
Oh, I don't feel bad for anyone, to be quite honest with you. I feel bad for me. I'm wearing a winter jacket. I'm cold. You're in a suit. Look at you.
This is what happens when you spend the week in Vancouver. Nobody's feeling sorry for you either. So
I'm going to Vegas tomorrow, so feel better for me.
There is now two things nobody's feeling sorry for, the Edmonton Oilers and you. Kevin Cheveldayoff has preached, let's build to the draft and all these things. Well, isn't that exactly what the Edmonton Oilers have done too? And yet the Edmonton Oilers, for all their first overall picks, yet to see any results. And in fact, they appear to be regressing and going backwards. They're now 4 more losses away from a franchise-long 14-game losing streak. Whereas the Jets, I'll tell you, whose drafts do you like better? Kevin Cheveldayoff's or Edmonton's over the last few years?
So far, without question, the Jets.
Jets going one way, the Edmonton Oilers going the other. Boy, dangerous game tonight though, right? You're playing a team that's lost last 10 games in a row. Everybody expects you to win, and you'd better, and the Jets have been very good at that. Every team that they've played this season that were below 500, the Jets have beaten regulation. The only exception to that, they lost 1 game in a shootout to the New Jersey Devils. So the Jets have been very good about banking 2 points when they've had the chance. Boy, they better do that tonight though, because you have everything to lose and not a lot to win in a game like this where you're expected to run away with it.
Well, and the rest of the week, they have Colorado coming in, and Colorado's one of those teams that is chasing them in the Western Conference wild card. Interesting enough, on American Thanksgiving last Thursday, the Jets were in a playoff spot, but everyone said, but they've got games in hand. Right. Those games in hand are all gone. Only one team behind them, the Minnesota Wild, have played less game than the Winnipeg Jets. How do you solve that? You keep winning, which is what the Jets have done. Interesting, the goaltending situation in Winnipeg. Someone actually said to me yesterday, well, they should trade Pavlik now while he's got the most of his market value. They've been searching for solid goaltending the entire time they've been here, and now they have it. We want to trade it. I'm not so sure that's the right direction to go.
Yeah, they're not going to be in any hurry to do that. Boy, if your biggest problem is which are the really 2 talented and red-hot goaltenders am I going to play on a night-to-night basis, you've got a fantastic problem. I don't know you want to get rid of that anytime soon. But project out. Connor Hellebuck has looked very good in St. John's this year as well. So the Jets now kind of have 3 bona fide.
Actually 4. Eric Comrie was named to the World Junior team for Team Canada. They only brought 2 goalies to camp, and it looks like he's going to be the starter. The other kid, Foucault from Quebec, I believe, is that the right guy?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah. He has a save percentage well into the 8s. So I think it's Comrie's job to lose there for the World Junior team. The only thing the Jets are not doing right now is scoring goals, and that is the most difficult thing. They've tried to balance playing better defense, and their goals against is much better. Now they need to start putting the puck in the net a little bit, and Evander Kane is one of the guys that you want to score. He has 4 goals. Mark Scheifele has 3 goals. The big 3, Little Lad and Wheeler, steaming right along, doing what they do. It's time for the other guys to start to earn their keep.
Well, you know, it's such an unusual set of statistics for this team, the way they are so dominant defensively. They're pretty good on special teams. Their power plays come alive. Their penalty kill's been good. They've done absolutely everything right with the lone exception of score goals. You know, they're above 500. They've got a great road record. They've done all these things. I wonder, though, and I hate to always be the guy seeing the glass half empty, but I wonder if this is sustainable because, geez, how much longer can you win these 2-1 games? And I wonder if this doesn't turn around, if this stuff doesn't catch up to them, their inability to put the puck in the net.
Well, the statistics will tell you that they will come around because their shooting percentage is below 7 right now. It's in the 6s. And, you know, they're usually teams are much closer to 8, 9, sometimes 10. So that number has to increase at some point in time, according to the law of averages. Anyways, the law of averages say we're finished. I'm Gary Lawless. It's Paul Wiecek. Jets this week. We'll be back next week.